What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another umamusume video. This video, we are going to be training Satono Diamond, the New Year's one, because I do believe I did mention her name when I was naming Umas I'd use. So here we are, training her. As for the setup, pretty much the same as the Mejiro Bright. Just going to run it again. 2-speed, 1 wise, well, 2-speed with Dormente Still in Love, 1 wise with the Manhattan Cafe, Tamamo Cross Power, Super Creek wise, stamina, and Tucker Bryan friend card, and that is pretty much a setup. After the weekend, I pretty much just took kind of I slowed down a bit because I was like, I'll just do like 2 runs, like yesterday, 2 runs after. Excuse me, sorry. After the video, and I was like, whatever. But yeah, let's get the run started. But before the run starts and we go into the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Request. For those who haven't joined the circle or are looking for a circle to join, y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join, it'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel on the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, as I get the comments loaded, let me just get this out of the way. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have run 2-speed. I just wanted to just do it just because it was already there. And the reason why I say that's because Dio has 15% in growth rate, so we'll just see how it goes. We'll just see how it goes. But with that being said, I do have the comments loaded, but let me take a peek here. And the first comments will be from Rick. I got Mejiro Dober in my monthly ticket. Oh, I didn't mention mine. I did do mine, I think, over the weekend, or I think the same day I mentioned I was supposed to do it, which I don't remember when that was. And I got a dupe of Festival Rudolph. It is what it is. It is what it is. And the next comment from Rick says, catching up within a year in UMA would be crazy fast and give a lot of players burnout, in my opinion. I think catching up in 3 years may be possible. See, the thing is, the only way they'd catch up is if they're faster. So if they're just running the same pace with 4-month scenarios, they're like JP is, it's just never going to catch up. The only way they can catch up is, well, if they want to catch up scenario-wise, they would have to do it faster than 4 months, which I agree with what you said. It's not only burnout, but it'll probably just make the player base unhappy. That's what I think. But if we're talking just banners, they can easily catch up with banners, but they would have to it would be impossible to catch up scenario wise. Banner wise, sure, but scenario wise, we'll see, because some characters are released for the scenario, like the scenario, what was it, the Ines Fujin for this one, Rice Shower for Great Food Festival and all that. So if they just keep them for the scenarios and then they accelerate all the other banners instead, maybe that way will work, but there's no way they'd catch up scenario wise unless they speed up, unless they go faster than 4 months, which in a way now I think about it, if JP had stayed in 6 months and Global had a release as of right now, they had a better chance in catching up. if that was the case, because obviously now they're 2 months faster, but it would have to happen over time. Will they slowly catch up? But since we're already doing 4 months in JP, there ain't no way to catch up without possibly killing the game itself. So yeah. But yeah, I don't think they can catch up in 3 years. Or catch up at all. Banner-wise, sure, but they'll probably have to slow down with or wait for the actual scenario Umas. But other than that, I don't see how they'll catch up without possibly ruining the game. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for the comments from Rick. Next comment is from... Well, I'm gonna say now, since I just read the beginning of your comment, the next comment is from Iori, and it says, yeah, you can just say Iori. I was wondering how many ways are there to earn carrots in JP, like monthly average as a free-to-play player? I don't know the monthly average, but you have either the CM or the League of Heroes, which if you participate, you get a good amount. Well, the CM at least make it to Group B finals, and you should be able to get a couple hundred to at least a poll. And then the League of Heroes, don't know, depends on how far you go. But it's generally easier than the CM. And then obviously the dailies, if you do all your dailies within the month, it should add up to a poll, 1,500 at the end of the month. At least it should. And then I guess the random events they have, if they decide to have events. And this doesn't include like the ones they give from logins or events or anything like that. But if we're talking about like story events, obviously you want to finish all the event points. You get all the carrot jewels possible and all that. There's a few other events they do. So it's honestly not bad. I mean, perfect example would be like Nova. As long as you, I guess, are selective and with your polls and smart with them, you'll be able to save up a good amount in a short amount of time. But also depends. If you're more of a newer player, you probably have the story if you haven't done it yet. There's that, then all the other missions. So it all depends on your situation as well. But for myself and all that, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what the average is. I don't keep up with that. I don't think about it too much. I'm just having fun with the game. That's pretty much it for me. Other than that, thank you, Iori, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. And the last comments, which is the batch of comments from Nova. And the first one says, guess I need a parent for the long distance betweener. Bright seems to be the pick for me, but maybe Lark Daya is someone I am considering too. Whoever you feel like. Whoever you feel like, Nova. Should probably do this. Next comment says, guess I'm definitely pulling for Alice in a sense her character trait is what I desire from a character. However, I do find asymmetrical stuff more appealing. Symmetrical things just seem boring to me. Some people complaining about attacker meta being weaker than Anomaly at the moment. And I'm like, well, that's just how it is. It sucks to suck, I guess. Well, it's funny because I feel like Stario had this moment too, where I guess Anomaly is the DOT version of DOT teams. And Star Rail definitely had their moment where DOT was really good. Like, it's still good, just not one of the best teams anymore. Still usable, though. I just need to see how my pulls will go for Alice. Because I don't think there's much. I would need to get lucky for the Alice pull. And for the W engine, well, that's a different story because I just need pulls in general. So I think for sure after phase 2, next patch is gonna be catch up for me. So I guess Oboe Squad's getting passed on. I guess. Unless I don't know. I don't know what that unless it's gonna be. Well, I'll just ask the same questions again in a few months. It's just how it goes, Shushu. Okay, I'll just give you the same answers and still be like, looks like you forgot again. That's just how it's gonna be. You ask the same questions, I give you the same response and be like, here we go again. Forgetting again. If there are people out there who seriously complains about auto features and gotchas, then I'm not sure if that person has enough neurons to function in life. I don't mind the auto feature. It's just I don't need it. It's just nice. Like if I need to play the game manually, sure. If there's an auto feature, cool. That's all it is to me. That's all it is to me. I don't know, man. I don't do much as a leader since I just AFK for the most part. Some noob may be a guild leader in Blue Archive, and that was that. I did nothing in that guild, and that's how I manage things. Well, with you being like, purge those below me, I mean, you definitely speak like you want to be a leader. So, I don't know. Seems like you want to be the leader based on how you want to say things. Now that I got Summer Marsdensky on JP, I'm not sure who to pull in Global. Well, I can just wait and see. I got all the time in the world. Yeah, my decision pretty much went from it's mostly Umas that I like, so most likely I've pulled them already in JP. I just would rather have them still. And depending on the Umas that I missed on, obviously. If I ended up getting them in JP, well, we'll see how it goes in Global. But as of right now, I believe they just released Taishin. That's a skip. But I think this whole month is a skip for me. I think. Because I think they're doing the June Bride. Or I'll say wedding because can't be June Bride anymore. Since it's August. I forgot who else, actually. I think Smart Falcon. I think there's one more. I don't know who the one more. I think Narita Brian's the other one. So the wedding Mayano Air Groove, I think it's at the end of the month. I think. Don't quote me. I'm just guessing. From what I remember. That right now it's Taishin. I think next is Smart Falcon, then Narita Brian, and then the wedding. I think that's the order. I would rather get the 73 though. I think I'm gonna just get the 73. So yeah. Me, it's more like, for me, it's like, I know in the beginning I said I'll go for Umas I'll mainly don't have, which it will still be the case, especially if I wanted to pull for them. It's just At the end of the day, I might also just pull for Umas I like Christmas Cap, Kitas, and all that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes for global. Easiest way to get a fly is just to turn on your hair dryer and start spamming the room to make it dizzy enough, and it'll slow down and rest somewhere, and then bam. I don't have a hair dryer. I don't use a hair dryer. I never have. So if you had assumed I had a hair dryer and said that, don't got one. That's just the... Yeah. For my own defense, I played Genshin in the past, so that means something. It does. If I were to have never touched Genshin like HSR, then I probably don't feel the need to compare. Then again, calling it a self-induced amnesia sounds about right. I still don't know why Rover decided to do that, but Pichan's words hurt. Rover is anything but perfect, and I think that is what I want in a protag. Not gonna lie, I feel like the earlier story was just glazing Rover for the sake of it. I mean, it makes sense. It's more like a... like, gets, I guess, intro to the game. So they don't want to, you know, they just want to show the good. Or the good things. And then, of course, as we get deeper in the story, we get to know more of the, I guess, dark side of things. Or, you know, the rough patches instead. But yeah, it's definitely, I would say, self-induced amnesia, because it definitely seemed planned for it to happen. The fact that things were left behind for herself or himself, depending on if you're using him or her. Pretty sure canon is usually male, but kind of it's not bad. I can try to get 3 or 4. I'll try to get 3 and 4. So yeah. Looks like I'll have to borrow the new long distance end card for my chaser build. I kind of wish I have a MLB journey speed, but oh well. Right now, I guess it's just runner and chaser being the weakest in terms of the cards I have. Maybe it's time to branch out. Maybe. Maybe. You still put S3 clips, but there's a season 4 Shushu. You just haven't watched the latest anime season. It's true. It's true. I haven't. But it doesn't mean I could have just added clips from it. I could have easily done it, but I don't know if I like considering it season 4, because it's before season 1. I don't like that, but yeah, technically season 4. I mean, doing parents and JP have never been easier. You just need to compute the cards you need for the grandparent parent, and then pick out a friend who has your missing white factors for the particular CM or League of Heroes. The hardest part is getting an actual parent with all the desired white factors. Still, the monthly factor pass is way better than what Global has. I can essentially do 1 run and generate 4 chances of factors. Like a moment there, it didn't feel like Nova was speaking. It didn't feel like Nova was speaking. Well, that's if you're want to get the monthly pass. Pretty sure most wouldn't. But it is what it is. Shield defense was a joke this time around, and I just went for the Evelyn team when there's physical electric weakness. I was curious if I was able to do it, and yep. Replacing Lucy with Tofu seems like a practical choice. I only thought of doing this once I realized that I can use Umbrella Miyabi team for the second part. Tofu gives so much more value that it's kind of insane. Didn't you thought about not pulling for her? I don't have her, so I'm fine with what I have. So I got done with everything there is about the summer event in Zenless. The fishing part is fine since there's an auto feature. Yep, that's exactly what I did. You can literally get all the fishes without manually fishing. Just cool. Definitely save time. Definitely save time. I'll just let that one thing do its thing. After Alice, I don't think I'll go for the characters in the next patch. They don't really stand out to me for now. That opinion might change in the future, but it's just better to take a break from pulling once in a while. I have a feeling you'll pull for... I forgot her name. The red-haired one. Maybe the fire chick with tail? I don't know. I don't remember her perfectly, but you might pull for her if you were to pull. That's my guess. For me, I did want to pull for her as well, but I guess I can if I don't end up getting Alice, which I kind of want to get Alice because I can actually... Wow, we failed 2%. Failed 2% in the summer. Oh well. Reason why I want Alice is so I can actually have a physical DPS. So that's my main reason for wanting to get Alice. Besides me liking the character herself. But it's better just take a break from... I haven't stopped pulling since 2.0 came out. Isn't it literally 2.1? Isn't it? 2.1? Yeah, it's... You know, you saying I haven't stopped pulling since 2.0 doesn't make it sound long. Just saying. That doesn't make it sound long if it's literally just been one full update. I guess 2 now. So, that's kind of funny. As for Ruwa, I don't think I can rest until that one dude comes out. Have you made your decision to get Pichan? I'm pretty sure I clarified it on your last time you asked me. Well, I guess I'll clarify it again. I'm most likely skipping her because of but also Augusta so I can have an Electro team going. So yeah, I've made my decision and let you know again. I'll let you know again. That is my decision. I'm gonna skip and just wait and see what happens. And it's the calm before the storm, and the storm being another medium distance CM in the September. I guess we'll have Donna for rest for a month, and then here we go again. League of Heroes is just an excuse for my parent grinding after all. There you go. There you go. Well, that means pretty much just going back to possibly a lot of the Umas I've already used. But other than that, let me refresh. That's all the comments from Nova. Appreciate all the comments, Nova. Let me actually check if there are any more comments, like straggling comments from random videos. Off chance. This one was from the 3rd anniversary video. I'm assuming this is about Duramente from Tigrex. Bro, I can't wait for her on Global. She was so cool. I agree. I agree. Ooh, I should probably get some of this. There's another comment from Baka Lore from the Zeno Rob Roy banner. And it says, I'm here 2025 because I saw Zeno hanging out in my lobby and I thought she was so cute. Fair enough. Fair enough. And with that being said, thank you, Tigrex Nova, Rick, Iori, and I guess Bakalore, if I remember correctly, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, we're just gonna focus on the rest of the run, unless there's something I need to talk about. Nope, there isn't. And I'll see you guys at the end of the run. Well, that is pretty much it for the run. Already picked up the skills. Seeing how the stats went, it kind of made me wonder what it would happen if I had actually did run a guts card instead. So I might do some Dio runs off cam just to see how that goes. But other than that, other than guts being kind of low in my opinion, the run went pretty smoothly minus that 2% failed training. Pretty much. UB 3. Let's see. I will just stick with the first one. But ended off with 1888 speed, which I believe the max. 1700 max speed, stamina, 1736 power. Not sure if that was my max. 1025 on guts, although it wasn't too far off. I feel like I could have gotten it if there were some times where I had good, at least 30 plus for guts training for maybe like 3 more turns, but it is what it is. Then 1240 on the wise with S aptitudes on betweener and long distance, which should be, yes, I assume that was my best run with Dio, because all the runs I did were the UC7s down here, and I guess whatever below it. So I'd say she's be usable. So with that being said, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how your League of Heroes training is going, and anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is also down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join a circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or Circle Quest channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I got to go get started with recording global. And with that being said, guys, thank you once again. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.